Welcome to your daily editors podcast and in a big introduction to one lady, special lady, an all-seasoned editor. Yay! And of course, our star bulletin reader, our anchor. They'll introduce himself. I'm host CEO Charles Otieno. Karibuni.
Ini kuchocha. Being host. My name is Ken Mijungu.
Introduce yourself.
And yes, I'm a host, yes.
And a deputy editor.
Yes, all that.
KTV. And of course, Alilo.
And of course, Alilo herself. Asante sana for welcoming me to this podcast.
Lillian Odera. First time?
It is actually the first time since the new studio.
Oh,
yeah.
As we drink tea here every day. The most.
It's lovely. It would be a lovely...
You will live with some tea, Lillian.
Of course, it's Lillian Odera and Ken Mijungu and myself, Charles Otieno. So we discuss big things. What is coming in the news? President William Ruto has refuted claims, Ken, your claims that, among his other journalists, that flying to the state via private jet was cheaper than KQs.
One, Charles, opulence, and then secondly, there's just it's just opulence. There was no need to fly, and I want to tell you, there is no way in this Mother Earth or on this Mother Earth it will be cheaper to fly a BBJ than a commercial flight. And I'll give you the math because facts and figures don't lie.
Yeah.
Business class. Let me break it down. A 737-800 has 700 has 34 seats. VVIP are 8, business are 8, and 18 are the normal classes, what we call cattle class.
Yeah.
A normal class ticket will go for about 400 and 500 return. Right?
That's economy.
Economy.
Yeah.
Economy, yeah.
A business class ticket. Let me say on our flight, because we fly 787s, the Dreamliners, to the US, will cost about 1.4. It depends on a lot of things, but let's give it a conservative figure of 1.5 million, right? There is no way on Mother Earth it will be cheap. Take everyone who flew with President Ruto on that BB jet. Take them on business class on KQ. There is no way that cost will exceed 50 million. There is no way. Return,
yes,
50 million. Take the other 18 because it was 1888. Take the other 18, give them economy class.
Yes.
Pay them 500,000. There's no way it will exceed. Take all of them on business class, all the 34. There's no way on Mother Earth it's possible to pay less on a chartered business jet, Boeing business jet. There's no way it will be cheaper. There's no way. Convince me with other facts, but not the ones we have.
So why would the president really say that?
I don't know. I think he's felt the heat.
Yeah.
The backlash has been real. You know, Kenyans are very woke. That's what I like about it. And, you know, we've even become a laughing stock in other countries away from Kenya as well.
Yeah.
But I think also the president just needed to have just bad manners, honestly speaking. Because as a president, you're the symbol of a state. Yeah. And what better honor would you not be proud of?
Yeah.
To fly the pride of Africa and arrive in the US flying the pride of Africa. Honestly, I think hapo kidogo.
Instead ya kuinua KQ, by the way, ameishusha. Because now everyone thinks KQ, flying KQ
is expensive.
Commercial is expensive.
Yeah.
That is the worst thing he's done, a disservice to a country that he should be selling outside, telling everyone who's watching. And Lillian, yesterday I saw the VOA, the interview with the VOA. The president has no clue how much they're going to pay. He said, "Yo, swali wengine watajibu."
Yeah.
So half a billion spent on the travel.
Yeah.
You left your national carrier, which you should have marketed as a tourism and a tourism destination, Kenya, and hospitality and all that with the crew, and you've taken a foreign crew.
Honestly, he's done a lot of disservice. Even to Kenya Airways itself. I saw somewhere, I don't know whether it's factual, that the CEO of Kenya Airways...
No, that they've discounted. It's fake. That statement was fake.
All right.
Yeah.
And
But honestly,
Yeah.
honestly,
It was
I
factual
think,
but fake.
Yes.
No, it was
What do you
factual.
mean it's factual or fake,
Because
Ken?
it calculated
Yes, Ken.
the amount of money that you needed to have traveled
Yes.
in a commercial flight
Yeah.
to the last penny.
Yeah.
So it was factual with those facts, but it was fake because they didn't come from KQ. So someone just calculated the figures and put a stamp
put
of
a
KQ in a letterhead.
Yes. Yeah.
KQ and signed for Kilavuka. But the figures were right.
So, how do we get out of this as a president? How will he convince Kenyans that he misused their taxpayers' money?
Not only Kenyans,
Yeah.
he actually needs to convince the world because he has, in other words, amechoma picha mbaya sana. So, ametuchomea.
But he came
So-
with the good goodies, the choppers, the what, the deals.
So if he didn't go with the private jet, he could have not come back with those deals. That's what you're telling me?
No, he would have come with
Exactly. So it's neither here nor there. What he came back with, Maura can't tell us, measure what the president came back with against what he used to go there.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there.
No.
What we're talking about, Lillian, 2.6 million students
Yeah.
need to be fed in school. The budget is 4.9 million shillings. Divide that amount of money to the last child,
Yes.
you'll find out that 1.3 million shillings will feed each child for
Yeah.
a whole
For a
year.
whole year.
Right?
Yeah.
Now take 200 million, which now we know is much higher.
Yes, it's
much
around
higher.
400 million.
It's about 400 million.
It's about 400
so,
million.
So take that money,
Yeah.
400, the initial one we put out,
Yes.
divide it with this, it will feed 145 students for a whole year. You're telling us you used it for 1 week?
1 week.
Opulence.
And we have, the president has been saying that we are doing austerity measures
We are
in the
cutting
country.
down on
Cutting
spending.
costs and cut. How will he make a comeback from that and convince the republic?
Is it to me or to
Lillian.
I think I think the government spin masters really need to think long and hard on this one because
And Lillian, it should never be based
Yeah.
on what he came back with.
Yeah.
That is
it
neither
is
here,
neither here nor there.
nor there.
The spin masters Kina Mwaura really need to think long and hard before they face Kenyans
Yeah.
and tell them, justify why this trip was really necessary.
Charles, you know the most interesting thing in this trip is this. The best example, the best explanation the president's team should have given us is one. The president needed to get to Atlanta, move from Atlanta to Washington.
Yeah.
That connecting with the president and the whole team was a little hard. So we decided to fly a business jet.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't stand because when you are a guest of the state, the other week there was a president here or the prime minister. Who was here? When you land in Kenya and you're a guest of State House, my friend,
They provide.
they provide transport.
Yeah, they provide
Connecting.
local
Hata ukienda
transport.
Safari Park, ukienda venue, KICC, ukienda hoteli, Foreign Affairs provides transport.
Our latest guest was Museveni.
Museveni.
Yeah.
No, Museveni drives his
Last
own
week, so-
limousine. His limousine follows his plane. That is his tradition. Museveni is a
So
Land
if he
Cruiser.
goes
Yeah.
to America,
He can't go with it. But East Africa, he travels with his car. No, Museveni travels with his toilet.
yes.
Toilet. Yes, Museveni travels. He takes it back to Uganda. So the truth is this. If the president was going to connect from Atlanta to Washington
Yeah.
and move across the states, right? The US will have taken care of the president's transport. That is standard. Here it happens every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We send cars to the airport. We see them. We stay next to the highway. So we see them.
Yes.
They're Kenyan cars and they're taken up by, they're hired by the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Yeah.
So the president was just supposed to land in a KQ, greet people, ashuke chini, and get
Apate
transport.
convoy.
And KQ should have gotten a lot of mileage from international coverage.
Yes.
You're telling us it's too
The
expensive
logo.
to fly commercial KQ from here to the US, man. Are you going to fly KQ tomorrow?
Honestly,
You look for the other ones.
Yeah.
Let's be patriotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, Lilo, you
Yes.
have talked to American Embassy a lot. Now, there's this issue of Kenyan police going to Haiti.
Haiti,
Yeah?
another elephant in the room.
What do we see President coming up and convincing Kenyans that actually this is a mission which we should undertake as a republic?
You know, there are very critical questions in terms of internal security that even as a country we are still grappling with, you know? And some arguments have been advanced that possibly Kenya is just doing this not because we want to stand to give our contribution in the community of nations, to be the neighbor's keeper. This is not even a neighbor, honestly. But I think the president needs to be very honest. I think what we are looking out for, as much as, yes, we are sending our brothers and sisters literally to the gallows in that country, it is more of the financial interest, I think, that we are going to gain as a country, other than just the matter of security.
I think, Ken,
Yes.
picking from what Lillian said, also El Salvador has said that they are not aware that they were supposed to provide planes for our guys who are going to be the police on the ground. Is there a disconnect between
By
the
last
mission?
week, we knew that Port-au-Prince was not ready to receive the policemen.
Yeah.
We knew that because we spoke to sources.
Yeah.
So now it's emerging again, because Kenya was going to send the personnel.
Yeah.
Then other countries were going to send other things.
Other logistical
Logistical
support.
support.
Yeah.
So if the countries like El Salvador, which is Uko South America, Uko Mahali,
Chini huko.
Uko Chini, yes, very small country, says that we were not aware
Yeah.
that we are supposed to provide the planes,
Yes.
the choppers for evacuation.
And,
Then
and
who-
rescue mission.
Who is what is rescue evacuate? So who is briefed? It's only Kenya that is briefed.
There is a lot of mystery around, a lot of cloud. There's no clarity in a lot of things, because as at last week, we knew that these Kenyan forces, the Kenyan policemen, were supposed to land in Port-au-Prince. That is last week when the president was in the US.
Yeah.
That never happened. There has been no explanation whatsoever. So clearly there's something that is just not adding up, and there's no clarification whatsoever that is coming from either the Ministry of Interior, under which the police fall, or the government itself through the executive. So something is amiss somewhere.
I'm just looking at figures. That's what I'm searching for, because of the president says that they've sent about 2,000 troops to the troubled spots, right? I'm looking at the police citizen ratio. The UN prescribes 1 policeman to 400.
Yes.
Right? Kenya, just divide the number of citizens, 50 million Kenyans, right? And how many policemen? 100,000. I mean, we are above the UN requirement. So it means we need more policemen.
Yes.
You don't need to take them out.
Yeah.
But the question that has never been answered, that no one is answering, forget about League of Nations and playing the geopolitics, forget about all that. Ask yourself, why Kenya?
Why
I think
Kenya,
the
actually?
day that question is answered, why Kenya? Do you know where Haiti is, man?
How many kilometers
How many?
away?
Why Kenya?
Yes.
The US iko tu hapa juu kidogo, unashuka tu hapo chini, umeingia Haiti.
Yes.
Hata unatumia ndudhi. So the question is, why Kenya? The day that question is answered,
Yes.
then we are home and dry.
Yeah.
For now, we don't have to send 1,000 policemen
Yes.
to Haiti unless there is something that we are not being told.
And even we were told that there was an advance team that went there.
Yeah.
They should have come back.
Yeah.
If the government was honest about this mission, at least they would have shown us or given us a report. What was the finding of this advance team? Until now, we don't know.
How many people in the advance? 200? How did they fly there? How did they come back?
What did they find?
What did they find?
As mysterious as the details that are coming up
Yes.
right now. That question. We don't know. We don't know. But there's no point unless there's
Yes.
a benefit, specific benefit to the country. I still hold that we need more policemen here than the president even said tumetuma jeshi wameongezana na ongezana is right Kiswahili.
Ongeza. Ongeza, my friend.
Ongeza
Eh,
plus military
Yeah.
in those trouble spots, but still they are of more use to us in Kenya than in Port-au-Prince or Haiti, South America.
Ken, thank you
The
very much.
proximity,
The proximity,
from Kenya
yeah.
to Haiti, surely.
Then they're going to speak the Luo there.
Aye.
Now, Ken, you're wearing socks like mine, eh? The yellow fever.
Gachagua is also
The Gachagua. So I want us to go to Gachagua.
I knew it. Is this
Because you're
yellow
wearing
or pink?
yellow fever. Is
Yes.
Gachagua actually catching yellow fever?
Let me tell you, where there is smoke,
Yes.
definitely there is fire.
Yeah.
There's the truth, and then there's half truth, and there's something we are not being told.
Yeah.
But what we can say, nowadays we have to look at that side, this side, and the third side. From where I sit, there is trouble in paradise. The president and Gachagua
Deputy.
might be okay.
Yeah.
But even the way usually you are okay, but ni wale watu wanakusarround. Ni wale watu wanakusarround. That is the complaint. But definitely what I know, there's trouble in paradise. Chanzo cha shida ndi hatujui ni gani. Because this is inaitwa honeymoon.
Yeah.
This guy should still be in honeymoon.
It's
Wangoje
not, it's not yet 2 years.
Yes,
You know?
2027. Honeymoon stage, not trouble.
So do you think Gachagua is complaining because he's right to complain that these guys are coming for him in his backyard?
So do we, before Lillian
Is it
weighs
a Rambo in the mountain?
Yes, before Lillian weighs in,
Yes.
do we acknowledge there's a problem?
There must be a problem.
The
because
reason
there's
why
a
we
complaint.
acknowledge there's a problem
Yeah.
is because it's never true until it's denied.
But even the Rigathi amefanyiwa ile kitu. To be honest.
Afanyiwa kitu gani?
Amefanyiwa ile kitu. The problem is, the script is so the same. We've seen this script so many times before.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, okay, Rigathi is crying for attention. And he's come out very openly. This weekend was the clearest sign. And it took him to go to Uasin Gishu, in the bedrock of the president,
To make that statement.
to make the statement and tell them, you guys
Yeah.
who are close to the president are coming to my backyard to stab me in the back. It was the clearest sign that there's trouble in
There's
paradise.
trouble in paradise.
But his backyard, he's a one-term MP who rose to be the deputy president. He had not galvanized the mountain, Ken. Is this a strategy to galvanize?
Limuru 3, they said, was supposed to achieve that.
Yeah.
But let's forget even about serving 5 years one term as a member of parliament. This guy has been in our politics for the longest time. Straight from 2002.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has
Straight
served
up.
since Moi's time.
Since
Yeah.
Moi. So
Yeah.
he served even before, forget when he started playing real politics, because when Uhuru joined, that is the point, he started playing real politics with Uhuru when he became the PA.
Yeah.
So Gachagua knows how to play around. What he did not expect it will happen this early,
Okay.
that he will be kicked out. But the truth is this. What did you ask before I said? I don't
Is
have
it
to
a
say-
strategy?
Yes. The
The
truth is
mountain.
this.
Yeah.
He needs the mountain if he's to maintain his position.
Yeah.
The only reason Gachagua is the deputy president is because of what he brought in, financial and the numbers.
Yeah.
Between Gachagua
And Ndindi
the
Nyoro?
interior cabinet,
Kindiki.
Ndindi Nyoro is still coming up. He's actually, Ndindi Nyoro could be more popular in terms of time he's taken in politics than Gachagua. But Gachagua was able to bring the numbers and then bring the finances to Ruto's campaign. You cannot compare Gachagua and Ndindi Nyoro when talking to this. You compare Gachagua and
Kindiki, yes.
Kindiki would have not brought the numbers that Gachagua would have brought.
Yeah.
And the Agikuyu community, and you know them better than me, the moment you become a leader at the top, because he's the highest ranking leader right now, you automatically assume that position. However, there are people like Laikipia, this guy from Laikipia,
Kiunjuri.
Kiunjuri.
Yeah.
They feel we've been here longer.
We
Martha
belong.
Karua, we've been here longer. Jimmy Wanjigi, I've been here.
I've been here. But the problem with Rigathi as well, even as he wants to try and galvanize the mountain, I think he burnt so many bridges
His way to the top.
while
Yes.
going,
Yes.
on his way to the top. So by the time he was rabble-rousing with the Kenyattas,
And that's why
with
he
the-
started,
and
unfortunately.
apparently, I don't know how that attempt at unifying the mountain, how far he will go, but he also needs to look back at where the rain started beating him.
And looking back
Yeah.
means, do you know how far this thing goes, Charles?
Yeah.
Inauguration. Southlands. Right?
Yeah.
Raid.
Mm.
I mean, you must respect a leader if you're a
Yeah.
leader and if you want to be respected. So if Ruto, who could have been the beater of them all, steered off, he became presidential on the first day.
Yeah.
Gachagua took on.
Uhuru.
Then the
Completely.
Northlands happened.
Yeah.
Then Kidogo, Uhuru was raided. Then now you apologize to Uhuru and say, I cannot fight my sister, I cannot fight my brother.
Yeah.
You know, Bahati MP also apologized the other day to Uhuru. Yes.
Gunjiri?
Yes,
Kimani?
he apologized
Yes.
to Uhuru. So that's they know where to start. But the question is Uhuru ready
Willing.
to listen
Exactly.
or accept the apology? And will he do it public? Before the Kikuyu, you have to speak to them.
In public?
You have
In
to
public.
speak to them. You're going to speak to leaders and keep quiet.
Yeah.
If you wanasemanga, if you do what in public, you have to apologize in public. That's it.
So you do you think that Gachagua's goose is cooked,
No,
or
I-
chickens are coming home to
And I
roost?
don't think so. I just think he needs to change his strategy. Now he start wearing a national outfit
Yeah.
because he was the chief shareholder. Yeah, you know, one of the things that hurts Gachagua most is because Gachagua came out and told us, mimi ndo najua pale State House nimeka na nini na nini
Ameweka
na nini."
Mitego,
Yeah,
mitego.
mitego.
Everywhere.
Sasa mitego. Huwezi ingia State House wewe. I'm not a security guy at State House, but you can.
Yeah.
So that is where he needs to start. So he's banned, like Lillian says, he's banned. Amechoma kabisa.
For the young generation, amechoma picha.
I'm a
And you know,
choma,
and
so-
you know the young Turks who are
Yes.
coming up also, the Ndindi Nyoros of
Yeah.
this world.
Jostling for that space.
That's not going to give him an easy time, you know. So he really
So-
needs to look beyond his shoulder.
The man Gachagua is trying to help to get reconciliation with is deep in South Africa
Monitoring
monitoring
elections.
election. What is your take on the elections?
I think ANC will maintain.
Yeah.
EFF will be the deciding factor. I mean, their popularity. This ANC has been in power for the longest, close to 1992.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? That's 32 years. So they will form the government. Absolutely. There's no question about it. And I saw Uhuru said that we didn't come here with a predetermined outcome. It's never true.
Yes.
Until it's denied. So Uhuru said that. So I think ANC will form the government. DA will form the opposition.
As usual.
EFF will be the decider.
the question,
Handshake.
the question to you, Alili, Jacob Zuma's party.
I tell you, that old man has done that thing to ANC.
He's dancing.
And this new party of his called
Umkhonto
Umkhonto
Wesizwe.
Wesizwe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Which
believe
is a war cry, right?
it,
Yeah.
it is a war cry. I believe
The
that
spear of the nation.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is speaking to a very significant population there.
Yeah.
And I think Zuma's popularity cannot be
Wished
underestimated.
away,
yeah.
As much as, yes, he
people's
was
person,
barred
kabisa.
from
Running.
in this election, he wanted to go in as an MP, you know?
Because
And
he
trust
has
me,
followers.
his party will get quite a significant numbers from ANC.
Yeah, you have to.
Is
He
it?
will get
You remember
members
they
of
aborted
parliament.
his term?
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't complete his term.
So the question came to you is that you remember the Africans' problem is when a party fragments like ANC, it goes to areas and tribes. Are we going to see South Africa, a tribal outfit parties coming up like?
But already,
the rest
Charles,
of
I don't
Africa?
know a lot of politics. I know basic politics of South Africa. But already, look at Zuma. Zuma is very popular. Not Zuma. Anaitwa nani?
Ramaphosa.
No, EFF guy.
Malema.
Malema. Julius is very popular in Jozi.
Yes.
Johannesburg. Go outside Johannesburg. Who's that? They'll ask you, who's that? That noisemaker. They don't care about Zuma.
Yeah.
Go to the white
Area.
people's area.
Cape Town.
Cape Town.
DA.
DA,
Yes.
very popular, right? Then ANC cuts across. So it's segmented. It's also segmented, definitely. So all those parties have strong areas first, then zingine zinaongezwa. But ANC, because of what Mandela did, Akina Freddy de Klerk and all, it still has a lot of hold.
Obviously, ANC will still form government, but they will really have to struggle, to be able to get the
majority.
significant majority. They are definitely going to lose the majority.
So in another 1 or 2 elections, do you think that it's done for ANC?
Probably, I would have mentioned a party, but I've just not mentioned it.
Watch out
Which
for
party?
Zuma's party.
Yeah.
Watch out for Zuma's party.
In the
Zuma
future?
knows
In
what
the
to
future.
do, yes. He knows what to do. And that's why he was running. He knew these boys can just overtake them. Ramaphosa will still take this thing.
But Ramaphosa is considered to be a white man's man, not a black man's
But you
person.
see, black people don't vote for Ramaphosa. They don't. They vote for their members of parliament.
Yeah.
They get a majority. Members of parliament vote for their president.
The president, yes. That's
Done.
the system.
That's the system in South Africa.
So he's
It is
safe.
the majority
Whatever
party.
the case,
He's the leader of
Ramaphosa
the
is
majority
safe.
He's the leader of
party.
the. It's automatic.
He takes it.
He takes it because of the people who will be voted. He'll get a lot of votes, right?
Yeah.
He'll get the numbers in parliament.
Yeah.
Then because they'll form the majority.
Yeah.
But for them to make sense in the next term,
Yeah.
they have to work with the EFF.
Yeah.
They have to work with
So
the
Malema will be sitting in government, finally.
There
cannot-
could
that
be a
guy.
handshake. That guy.
So your last words, Ken. We are finishing this podcast here now.
I just think the president should be studious. The president should just be brave and just come and say that, ladies and gentlemen,
I made a mistake.
I shouldn't have done it,
Yeah.
but sometimes consider I am the king. I have to travel nicely, right? And I travel nicely, and we will do better.
Next time.
We'll do better. Or alternatively, Lillian, let me tell you, no one has come out to tell us who paid for this aircraft.
Jet, yes.
Of course. it is
400
the
million.
Kenya
Yeah.
taxpayer.
And no. And, if they say it's not
It is the
taxpayers, we will
Kenya
question.
taxpayer.
We
Yeah.
will question.
So
Who
who
is this
should-
person who's sponsoring our president abroad?
And
Yeah.
remember,
And you should my friends from Abu Dhabi just donated this jet. Done.
Ken, are you
Which he
giving-
can't say.
Ken,
Which he can't say.
Are you becoming a spin master?
I'm not. Are we done?
Really?
my last word to Rigiji.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah, Rigi.
Shikilia
Shikilia,
hapo.
hold on.
Shikilia hapo.
Huh?
We still have 3 years to go.
After 2027?
Tusilie sana mapema, but watch your back. Watch your back. Be a good student of history.
How difficult? I'm your deputy. How difficult am I working with you?
It's always very difficult in political circles, Ken.
Yeah.
As
You know what you
compared
forgot
the-
to say?
Yes.
Look at how governors have been dealing with their deputies.
To take them to the Siberia.
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 Karen,
my governor,
My governor.
Siaya.
Siaya
Oh, your
governor.
governor.
Yes. Has taken Oduol to Siberia of Bondo.
Before they meet,
Yes.
his public function.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I think we had a very good time. And this is usually what we do for our content. We had deep discussions. Going forward, every day, Alilo will be giving us these things with
We
Ken
will be
Mijungu.
right here
Yeah. Thank you very much.
until
for
the
watching.
last vote is counted in South Africa.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
No,
every day.
That's her space.
Yeah, I know.
that's her space.
International
Yeah,
space.
that's her space.
Lakini ametunyima visa ya kwenda Amerika bwana.
Nione nyuma ya tent.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much.